It's been over a year since the LEGO set for The Legend of Zelda: The Great Deku Tree leaked, but we now have the official confirmation alongside the release date, the pricing, and a ton of product photos. So today I wanted to take a look at all of that and more, see if we can find any hidden secrets in this LEGO set, and just discuss it as a whole, because although I don't collect LEGO, I have to admit I am very tempted by this set. Let's get into it. Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Botox Games, and this morning we finally got the announcement of this LEGO Great Deku Tree set. This has been leaked for over a year now. I made a tweet about it. I looked. It was back on February 1st, 2023, an image of this thing leaked. So it has been a long time coming, and we finally have the announcement here. So like I said, it's releasing for $300 on September 1st. I would assume this is the first of many LEGO sets based on The Legend of Zelda, which is very exciting if you collect LEGO, if you like Zelda stuff. And it's also just cool to see more Zelda merch. We really don't get that much if you really think about it, but this is a pretty cool set. I would say this is the most interesting LEGO set that Nintendo has done, because the Super Mario stuff, while cool, was definitely more of like a game for kids where you hop around with the weird electronic Mario. And the LEGO Animal Crossing sets are cool, and I like the minifigs, but I'm not really that big of a fan of Animal Crossing. So for me, this is definitely the coolest looking LEGO set we've gotten from Nintendo. So I wanted to dive deep and take a look at all the photos and stuff and kind of just see what little secrets and hidden details that they're hiding in this LEGO set. So here's the page on the LEGO website. $299.99 in the US, September 1st. Very expensive. Definitely more than I would like to pay, and I'm still not sure if I actually will. Probably not, realistically, right? Like, I'm probably not going to drop $300 on this. I wish I could buy some of the components a little bit separately, but we'll get into that. So, 2,500 pieces. Very nice. I guess we'll just go ahead and click on these photos here and take a closer look. So this is the base, like, Breath of the Wild Deku Tree. What's weird is it's a 2-in-1, so you have to choose between, do you want Breath of the Wild Deku Tree or do you want Ocarina of Time? But as you can see, we have Hestu here. We have, of course, Link and Zelda, as well as some cool Koroks floating around here, hidden about the set. Then we have the actual product photo. And here's our first look at the Ocarina of Time Great Deku Tree, which I have to be honest, I think looks a lot better, especially as a LEGO set. Maybe it's my nostalgia for Ocarina of Time, but this part of this set definitely is way more appealing to me. I guess there's more going on with the Breath of the Wild one, right, with all like the cherry blossoms and stuff. But I don't know, there's something about the simple Ocarina of Time design I just think looks really nice. You got the Deku Babas around, you got the little Deku sun there, and of course the Link minifig from Ocarina of Time, where it's Kid Link holding the Ocarina of Time, I think honestly looks better than the other minifigs in this set, but we'll take a closer look at those in a bit. Here we have some more of the Ocarina of Time version here with the Deku Baba. Of course, the little Korok shield, it looks fantastic. You got the little Sheikah stone. What are those called in Ocarina of Time? Little hint stones. That's a cool little detail to have there. I also like this as well, though, for the Breath of the Wild version. It looks like you can cook up some nice meals with your Koroks. Very cute. And on the back of the Ocarina of Time version, there's a Skulltula hidden with a chest in the back there. Cool to just see. Like, we have an official LEGO of an Ocarina of Time Skulltula now. Another shot of the Breath of the Wild one here. We got the Korok here with an apple, with a red fairy. And then here, this is what I was kind of referencing earlier. I wish I could just buy this. So this is a Link's house in Ocarina of Time in Kokiri Forest, if you remember. And it's an entirely separate little display with a little young Link minifig. I wish I could just buy this for, like, I don't know, 40 bucks, however much this would cost. I feel like it's not that many pieces. But I just want the little young Link minifig, and this would be a cool little shelf display alongside my games. That's how I feel. But still certainly cool they're including that. And here's the other side of the packaging. But if we look at the press kit that they provided on their website, there's actually some more images of this set. Here's one of Link's house from the back, where you can see he has some storage going on there. There's a little Lego hook shot, which is awesome, as well as a potion he can hold, and I guess it looks like Navi's a bit portable there on that stand, which is nice. But I love that little hook shot there. They're playing to my heart. That's my most requested item to come back in this dang franchise now that we haven't had it for a couple games. We can also see that he has the little slingshot here, which I guess that's actually from the chest in the back of the Deku Tree, so I guess the implication is he got it from the chest after killing that Skulltula, which is very cool. Here we have a closer look at the Breath of the Wild Link and Zelda minifigs. Zelda putting the Sheikah slate on the little rune, or whatever you would call that, terminal for the Sheikah Slate, which is cool. I always love the accessories, even just like the Breath of the Wild shield is cool to see in Lego form, as well as the Master Sword. But then, yeah, the Sheikah Slate is there as well. Another shot here of Link holding the Master Sword. This is where he would pull it out for the first time in the Lost Woods. And here he is chilling with a little Korok. I love the little Koroks that literally just like a, what would that be, like a 3 little block character. And then here we have a look at all of the minifigs. Now, my first reaction when I saw these was, oh, Young Link is definitely the best, and I do think that. I like how angry he looks. Like, he just looks really, really angry. I guess that's true of all 3 Links here, and then Zelda looks pretty chill, but there's something about the hair, or like the faces on the adult characters, if you will, that I feel like looks a little off. I feel like the Lego aesthetic fits Young Link a little bit more. I don't know if I'm making sense, but here we have the full lineup of minifigs. I would love if later down the line we get more minifigs based on other Zelda characters, of course, Ganondorf being the main one, but even, I mean, the possibilities are endless there. They can really do so much, especially if they branch out to more than just Ocarina of Time and Breath of the Wild. Certainly, if they do more Breath of the Wild, they can do all of the champions, I'd imagine. That would be a no-brainer. Here's another shot of Link's house, which, once again, I just wish I could buy that on its own. Like, I feel like that should have just been its own set, but whatever. Here's another shot of it sitting on a bookshelf, so you can kind of get an idea of how big this thing is. It's pretty big. Not the biggest Lego set display thing ever, but not small either. Certainly, I mean, I haven't seen how big the NES set is that they did, or like the Lego brick that they did, but I'd imagine this is probably bigger than that, at least in terms of height, just because of the leaves on the Deku tree. Here we have the Breath of the Wild version kind of set up and displayed here. And finally, there's one more look at the Breath of the Wild version. So, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Are you interested in picking up this Lego set? It is extremely pricey. A lot of people would look at this and be like, who is going to spend $300 on some plastic bricks and collectors? That is the answer. I mean, Legos are for kids, yes, but also they know what they're doing here. This is definitely aimed at people around my age or even older that grew up with Ocarina of Time or even Breath of the Wild, we'll say, and just really want to have a nice display piece from this franchise. Because like I said at the top, there's really not that much Zelda merch. When you consider how popular Zelda is, when you consider we're getting a movie, there's really just not that much merch you can buy in a store. This is very expensive, but it'll be our first foray into more Lego sets based on Zelda, I would assume. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Are you planning on picking this up? I am still undecided. I'm leaning towards no, just because it is so expensive. Like I said, I really wish I could just buy the Link's house, but I'll consider it over the next couple of months. I still have a few months until this thing releases. So let me know your thoughts down below. Of course, subscribe here for more Nintendo Switch news, reviews, discussions, coverage, all of that fun stuff. Follow me on Twitter at BotoxGames. And until next time, folks, peace.